something that I don't understand is in the previous budget presentation, it said toll revenues would be up 12.2%. Now, I thought what was also said somewhere in the documentation of it, that transactions were flat. But was that the case, or was there transaction growth in the previous forecast?
I'm just not sure what previous means at this point.
The one that we had 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, I believe that it was relatively flat. It was a small comeback in the recessionary activity in 2009 fiscal year.
So what I don't understand is we have exactly the same toll schedule on option 1 that we had 2 weeks ago. And yet we're saying the average toll rate increase is now 8.3% instead of 12.2%. I don't know where that went to.
If I could just help on that, the 12.2% was revenue increase.
I understand.
Percent of revenue increase.
But I just asked, and they said transactions were flat. If transactions are flat, the only way you get it is out of rate increase.
But there's a difference between the average, it depends on how you calculate the average toll rate increase, because there are different percentage increases for different locations.
I will tell you that in 2009, we did a little bit of reshuffling of the numbers, because the first time we gave you the recession scenario, we did a broad breakout between CNY Keene Hills and Foothill Eastern in terms of recession scenario. When you all asked us to look at peak hour versus non-peak, AVI versus cash, we had to do a breakout. And in the breakout in 2009, we made some adjustments. That's probably the difference.
Okay. Why I zeroed in on this was 12.2% of a rate increase in 1 year was staggering. And I thought, absent doing it, that you would hit your elasticity response instead of inelasticity response. So that was my fear, that we would drive down, in fact, even to the point of getting some sort of organized reaction to it. So the change in numbers are helpful to me. Let me understand though. In 2009, are your assumptions flat transactions now?
I'd say relatively flat. I mean, within a couple hundred vehicles in CNY Keene Hills.
Okay. 2010, it appears that it's flat also because
It's a slight growth in 2010.
But decent growth in 2011.
2011 we had no toll increase.
Right.
See, both 2009 and 2010 are muted by the toll increase reducing traffic itself.
Right.
So you know, it's not demand, it's demand minus whatever diversion you have.
Right.
In 2011, there is no toll increase, so there's no diversion.
Okay. But as I look at this, it appears to me that on options 2 and options 3, you didn't change the transactions, you just changed the rates.
We didn't spend a lot of time on the transactions on this, that's correct.
Okay, so that by the time you get to 2011, you're back up
Back
to
to
the same number.
spot.
So it's not a matter of you've reduced the base by reducing and then you set a lower number. You're saying coming out of 2011, the base that you would grow on would be the same under all 3 options.
Right. You remember also in 2011, we had a major expansion cycle back from recession,
Right.
which is part of the growth process too.
Right. I just want to make that point, is that it's not a matter that, yes, you'll lose $5 million under option 3, but you aren't setting the base lower, that you're continuing to lose additional millions of dollars that you would have had if you did option 1.
It's a cumulative difference over that period of time.
That's right. It's just that, but forward, you're going on the same base.
Correct.